What's up, everybody? Welcome to week 18 of the NASCAR iRacing series here at Daytona. Oh boy, I was kind of dreading this race, honestly, because as you might know anyway, last time we tried this back in February, we did 2 races here. We didn't make it past lap 4 in any of them. But you know, we gotta finish this race at least. We gotta finish one race at Daytona this season. This is the first repeat race of the season. We'll do a couple more in the open season and then a bunch more once we get to the final 10 weeks on the fixed side. But this is definitely a good chance for redemption here on the 4th of July weekend at Daytona. Only problem is there's a lot of rain and thunder outside, so the chances we get disconnected are pretty high. And there's one guy from my club that's already disconnected, probably because of lightning.
Oh, that's not a good way to start the race.
No, that's about the worst way you could start a race.
No, it is not.
But yeah, it's Daytona, the epitome of going fast and turning to the left sometimes. Let's do it. We did okay at Talladega. We actually made it through the races, but didn't get a good points day out of either of those races. Still have yet to get a good points day at this track this season, but hopefully we can change that tonight. We're just going to ride around at the back. There's a lot of names I don't recognize in this race. I'm going to try to stay away from a lot of these names. You know, whenever you get these plate races, you get a lot of guys that are just plate track specialists. And they get a little crazy because they don't really care about what you're doing. They only care about themselves. They don't care about the points. They're just going for the wins, and that makes it very dangerous for somebody who's in it for the long haul like me. So a few guys pulled off pit road. So I don't know exactly where we'll be starting. We'll be starting within the main pack here. We're starting about 20th or so. And I see some lightning outside my window. That is not good. So chances are pretty high that I could get disconnected from this race prematurely. So that's making me nervous enough as it is. And really just want to redeem myself, but anything can happen here. You know, this race is really not in your control. You're at the mercy of everybody else. You can only make so many decisions that help you out at Daytona. But we got a fast car. I know we can get the job done if we have the opportunity. Let's do it.
Green flag. Outside.
That was not a good jump.
Still there. Still out there. All clear.
And here we go. We already got guys trying to win the race in lap 1, turn 1.
Outside. Door outside.
Try and get with some guys that we know, like William here.
Still outside.
We're not going to try super hard in the opening laps. I think we're just going to ride around for the first half of the race till we get to the first fuel stop at about lap 40 or so, if there isn't a caution. And then we'll see what we can do in the second half. I don't know how I'm losing the draft already, but looks like we're gonna get a shove here. Maybe not. I hope these guys realize this time that tandem drafting is not really gonna work well in this car. But it looks like everybody's being pretty calm here. Everybody's getting single file. Most people realize it's not time to race yet. And as I say that, I'm about to get passed on the outside here.
Still there.
Let's just log laps. That's all I want to do right now.
Still there. Corner clear.
Make sure my voice chat's on. There it is. I made sure of that. I'm not really too concerned about being outside the main pack right now. We're definitely within striking range if this does go on a long green flag run. But I mean, I haven't lifted once yet, so I don't know what's happening here. I just think we don't have a big enough tow. Not enough cars behind me. I am leading this little pack here. But we're going to have to get a good shove to catch up to those guys in front of us. I'm not too concerned about that right now, though. I don't know who's partnered up with who. I'm not partnered up with anybody. I'm kind of just doing my own thing here, because strategy never really plays out the way you want it to in these plate races. So there's no point in even bothering, from my point of view, to try and team up with somebody. Chances are they might not even end up in the same split as you, or something happens to them, or they end up doing their own thing and dumping you. It's just pointless.
Still there. Working the outside.
But yeah, I'm happy to just ride along for the next, I don't know, 35 laps or so, and then
Still outside.
depending on how many cautions we get here,
Still
we'll see how these green flag stops go, or if there's a caution. And
Clear high.
I would prefer it if there were just enough cautions where we wouldn't have to make a green flag stop. So maybe a one caution like halfway would be like absolutely perfect for me. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and set my cross weight here. My cross weight adjustment, that is. Max it out. Get that left turn cornering ability down a little better. And you know, I should uncheck my tires as well. It's not like tires wear out at Daytona. Alright, I should have done that on pit road, but it's not like it's hard to do here at Daytona. And it looks like everybody's pretty calm. Looks like we'll be able to make moves without guys going too crazy. Oh my god, and as I say that, Edward gets loose. I'm happy to stay right here on the bottom, because it seems like every time I'm stuck up top, I get wrecked. And I can't go anywhere, and that's about the exact opposite of what I want. Still have yet to lift. Oddly quiet on the radio tonight.
Al, I needed a push. We're just losing time now. I'm just right, buddy. Long ways to go.
Exactly. Just riding. Everybody's single file, so you're not going to really go anywhere. Going to be dragging the brake a little bit tonight, if I can. Don't want to push guys entering the corner. That's about the worst place you could have pushed somebody. That banking transition will just get the guy real loose. Won't actually really help you that much. You can push him here on the straightaway.
I just say that looks like we might go green for a long time. I just don't want to be half a lap back. I hear you.
Try and give this guy as good a shove as I can.
A little bit more than anything. Don't worry about me.
And we got separated there.
Mark, are you okay?
Alright, I see he's catching up to that guy in front of us, so hit the brakes a bit.
Wrong? What's up?
We're all good.
I don't know.
Well, we made it farther than any race we've done at Daytona this season so far. Hope I don't jinx myself. So that's good. Got 40% tape on this thing. I could probably bump it up to 50% if I need to. I know we did that at Talladega.
Outside.
The problem was I couldn't really push with 50% tape on for any real length of time.
I got back up. It's a little hot.
Still out there. You're clear.
But we can try it. If we get a late caution and we're like 20th or worse in position, we'll definitely put some more tape on that. 80 lap race, 200 miles, by the way. So nice short race. Don't expect many cautions to come out. It's probably going to be a lot of green flag racing. for the most part. I think we're in a good position to avoid a wreck as of now, though. I'm going to drag the brake a little bit and hope William can give me a tap here. I think I got to put more tape on this thing. I just can't suck up to those guys in front of us tonight. That 16 car got loose. Looks like he hit the apron or something and just lost it for a second. Well, looks like he's okay now. I'm dragging the brake here. I'm trying to make sure William here in the 18 hits me so he can get a little more speed on these straightaways here. Really not much to say. How much do you want to bet these guys in front of us are going to wreck? Because they're looking pretty antsy to me. Well, we've definitely lost the main pack now. Just not a lot of speed in the car tonight.
Outside. Still there, door.
I guess my car is just not that fast leading a pack, I guess. Maybe if somebody gets in front of me here, we can get up to that group directly in front of us and then back to the main pack.
Still outside.
Shaking up a little there, John.
Still outside.
There goes a group. I guess those guys are working together, so we know that at least.
Still outside.
The only problem with this conservative strategy, well, I guess it's not really conservative. I haven't really lifted all race, but the only problem I've typically had in plate races, you know, just hanging around towards the back here, is losing the draft, and that can be really devastating if that happens to us tonight. At that point, luck is going to decide what happens if we lose the draft. There's nothing I can really do if that happens.
Clear.
Just gotta hope for the best.
Yeah, but I don't want to go around him if he's going to be bouncing like that. He's going to end up in your car.
Dragging the brake a lot here. Should be about, yeah, it's about 40 laps. We'll pit it halfway. I expect everybody to pit it halfway for the most part. Maybe some guys will try to stretch it just a little bit. I don't foresee that happening, though. See if we can give this 8-car a good shove here.
Door outside.
Once we hit the back straightaway.
Joe Thompson, he's leading. Down for the blinking issue.
Yeah, you just can't suck up to these guys without that extra tape on the grill.
Kind of hoping it works itself out here.
Gonna have to add a little more tape, I think, on the pit stop here. Let's see, what is it? 7. Okay.
Outside.
So once we're back to single file, I think I'll do that.
Still there.
Low car up here on a low side.
Still outside. Door clear.
Okay. We'll put 45 on it. I think that'll be good enough. I don't want to bump him entering the corner or exiting the corner for that matter. That's just going to get him loose. Especially if I hit him wrong and I don't hit him square. But now we can't really go anywhere. We're just going to have to ride single file and hope we can catch up to those guys in front of us, and then those guys will latch onto us, and maybe we'll have a good enough draft to catch the main pack. But I really doubt this thing will go green to the end. It could happen, but I don't foresee it happening. Oh! Yeah, I didn't think so. Oh boy.
You're gonna have to come around.
Okay.
Big wreck there in 3 and 4.
Hey, maybe line it up behind the 25. You're gonna have to come around.
Alright, well I guess we'll
line up
make
behind the 8.
that adjustment. You know what, it's not really a good idea to put 45% on tape, 45% tape on it when you know 50 is gonna work. So, yeah. We basically get a second chance here. That was fun, though. I mean, plate racing is probably not the most exciting thing for you guys, but it's pretty nerve-wracking when you're actually driving. And for the record, yes, the wheel is off-center. The chassis is designed like that. That's how you get speed out of it. That's how you get the body skewed for maximum downforce, maximum speed.
I hear Joe's got a replacement
You
ISP ready in
max out the right rear toe and max out the negative left rear toe. One of the many tricks to super speedway racing. Super speedway racing setup, anyway. I foresee everybody pitting. Nobody's going to stop for tires. I'm not going to change tires in this race because there's really no point. Tires don't really wear at all. But you definitely don't want to be in a position where you'll have to pit under green while nobody else will have to pit under green. You'll always pit for 4 tires. I mean, not 4 tires, fuel. There we are. Spun the tires a bit there, and the 24 got ahead of me there. Alright. I guess we'll see you for the restart. Well, here we are. First restart of the night at Daytona. So far, all has gone pretty much according to plan. Nothing really happened. Everybody's just trying to log laps. All the regulars of the series are back here with me, whereas all the plate track heroes are up front trying to win on lap 20 of 80. So I'm feeling pretty safe back here.
Get them elbows out.
We'll stay back here for a while. When the other regulars feel it's time to go, that's when we'll go. So let's try this again.
Ready. Green flag.
And I was definitely not prepared for that jump either. Horrible jump. Terrible, terrible restart. Was not paying good enough attention there. I was too busy babbling on about nothing. I'm sure we'll get another restart sooner rather than later. But for now we gotta try and follow this guy's toe as close as we can. Got that extra tape on there now, so hopefully we won't fall out of the pack too badly. I don't think we will. We got plenty of cars behind us and plenty in front, so I don't foresee that being a problem.
We're here, Jake.
Looks like these guys are gonna try and fly right past me on the outside here.
Quarter outside.
Try and follow them if we can.
Still outside. Still there. Clear.
Looks like Ryan might give me a shove here.
Chris has got
Actually, we're about to...
Damn, he got me.
Whoa!
Running all the way
Oh,
to the top.
goodness.
Unbelievable.
Ah! Really?
You hear me? Like Somebody was
13,
up
you're
on
a
your radio
moron, you know
a few
that?
minutes ago.
Why don't you go race ARCA?
10-4.
So, yeah, we got ARCA break big time there.
Behind the 20. Go ahead, bring
Fuck.
it back in here and take a
Back
look at it.
then, see.
Go line up behind the 13.
Yeah,
Get
I know.
behind the 20.
We're screwed.
Line up behind the 20.
I don't know who that was that ARCA braked
That
us.
happened 15 seconds earlier. Somebody still came plowing in.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yep.
We're screwed.
Sorry, I got into the Jacob. I was trying to take my way through it. You just came down way too quick for me to react.
This is not gonna end well. This engine is done. Done, I said. I'm going as fast as I can, guys.
How many times does it take for people to wreck all across the track and you guys not friggin' slow down? That's what I don't understand.
Maybe they
Alright, let's, we're gonna have to,
Three cars
take
across
all the
track
tape
with smoke
off.
everywhere, and me
Or
calling
most
out,
of the
he's gonna wreck,
tape
slow
off.
down,
And
he's
calling
green
out
locked
does
up.
nothing, by the way. Calling out a wreck does absolutely nothing.
And I was pretty much right behind it.
I actually find that to be less helpful than, more helpful. Hopefully we can fix this engine damage in this, like, log laps or something.
For the first group, we had way too
That'll
much
get us
momentum
points
to
here.
go down. I don't know if there was another wreck behind it.
Daytona. This track is just horrible to me.
To see it if you're in the middle of 3, so it's.
This track has been absolutely horrible to me this
That's what I'm
season.
saying. Nobody knows why they did that. So, I mean, I don't know why I complain about it. I'm quite sure everybody else has did it before.
Please don't say too much damage. Please don't say too much damage. Alright, we can at least fix the car in log
That's
laps.
take away. It's not life changing. Your life's still gonna be the same after it gets done.
I'm gonna be never do that. Yeah, boy! Yeah, boy!
No, it's not. I don't have 200 points
All right.
for the championship now.
Well, let's, yeah. We're gonna fix all of this, and then we'll, see at the restart, I guess. Well, I believe we have one to go here. What the fuck? What the fuck was that about?
We are on 1 to go.
What the hell was that about, dude?
Inside, line up behind the 16.
My bad, man.
You pissed at me or something? What the hell?
You'll be lining up behind the 19.
Man, it says computer pros, man.
You're ready to roll here, man.
Hey Kyle, you should go high on this first start here. I've got some.
It's just fucking stupid.
Boss man, we got the pace car off. Get ready.
And now we get to ride around a fucking wrecked race car, so this is a lot of fun. You know, you got jerk-offs hitting you, jerk-offs ARCA braking you before a wreck. Just fucking stupid. This is why I dread plate racing. Now I get to ride around at 170 miles an hour for the rest of the race. It's wonderful.
1 second of damage that I got
Yeah, I feel you're fine. You look good.
I don't know how many laps down we are.
Is that fine with you?
Yeah, 2 laps down. That's soon to be 3 laps down, but we just kind of just gotta ride around for points and get what we can out of this. Hopefully we'll make it to the end at least. We have all the damage fixed though. This is about as good as it's gonna get, guys. It's gonna make for a real boring video. But I'm sure you'll all skip to the end here.
Oh, and then when you flip.
Woo, top speed 175 miles an hour. That's awesome. I love getting ARCA braked for no good reason. I cannot wait to see that fucking replay.
Here in turn 1.
Well, these guys are coming up on me pretty fast, so I'm gonna stay to the outside here. Can't really do anything now. But we're in it to finish it, at least. You gotta finish races, you can't DNF, even in this situation. Gotta earn as many points as possible. I'm saying hi, guys. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Look at them all go. They're going a good 30 miles an hour faster than I am. And look at that, the leader's blinking. Wonderful. I'll bet he causes another wreck and we get wrecked for good. And we somehow get involved in it. And somehow, we're... You know, if there's another big wreck like that, we can crack the top 20. So that's why you gotta ride around in these races, you know.
Inside. Clear.
You can't give up. Even when the car is torn up, you can't give up.
You want to pit when they do, Edward?
Oh, look at that draft. I got up to a whole 176 miles an hour. That's a whole mile an hour faster than I was going for 4. Oh, look, 177. That's a whole 2 miles an hour faster than we would have been without the draft. I tell you what, this sucks. I hate to give you guys a bad result like that 2 weeks in a row, but it happens. I mean, that's plate racing for you. But this track has been absolutely horrible to me this season.
Yeah, just a little bit. Let's keep going.
Just absolutely horrendous here at Daytona. I don't know, I must have done something to piss off the racing gods, because nobody deserves to get ARCA break that badly. Let's see, who am I fighting with here for position? Oh, nobody. I'm only racing one guy on my lap. Wonderful. Well, you know what? I'm probably going to go ahead and pit again. There's probably more damage after that guy fucking hit us on pit road. I didn't even hear what he said, because his mic was terrible. Well, that other guy said he had some sort of computer failure. If that was the case, then, you know, things are different. Still kind of stupid, though. I mean, he slowed down. You know, that was just... That seemed intentional. He slowed down to let me go, and then he gassed it up to hit me.
Yes, I passed someone.
Yeah, I don't believe for a second that was a computer issue. I believe that was deliberate for one reason or another. And I don't know why it would be deliberate. I didn't do anything. All I did was check up for the wreck and try to avoid it, and got ARCA brake. That's all I did. I really don't know what else I could have done in that situation. Oh, we can gain another spot at least, up to 21st. That's not terrible for driving a destroyed race car anyway.
Outside. Clear, clear, clear.
Man, look at this. The leaders are already 15 seconds behind me. We're going to be like 10 laps down before this thing's over.
I can't believe it's still faster.
Alright, Lee, you can go past me when you get here. Push one.
That sure is some Daytona, alright. Well, gauges look fine, the temperatures seem okay, so that's not going to be an issue at least. So we'll at least be able to finish the race more likely than not. But, that's Daytona. This place is a harsh mistress. Did pretty well in this race last year, though. I think I started, like, dead last and moved my way up to 7th in the top split. But I guess it's not very impressive at Daytona, but this is the best result I think I've had in the Gen 6 here at Daytona. I'll move high for these guys.
Yeah, we're definitely a little quicker than me. I think I got a little less damage again.
Man, it's so slow around Daytona. Just so slow with all this damage. I'm sure the fucking front end's all jacked up way off the ground here. See if we can hang on to these guys. Nope. Yeah, we're definitely not going to be able to get any speed out of that. That's Daytona for you, though. Wow, look how much they already pulled away from me. That's what a good 25-30 mile an hour speed advantage looks like. That's what it looks like here at Daytona. Looks like next time by will be halfway. Considering we are 4 laps down. Can barely even see him anymore.
I guess F3 is too much of an option. Dude, I didn't even know you guys were coming, my bad.
There's 2 cars off the lead lap, and then there's me. And I think I'm the last running car.
I should have said something. I just got confused because I saw you go high. So I thought the 15 was to go high then.
Coming halfway in the race, off on next lap. Outside. Clear.
Oh boy. This is not fun.
I take responsibility for that. I should have checked earlier. My fault.
This is absolutely not fun at all.
All good.
But you know, that's the way the cookie crumbles in plate racing. You never quite know what's gonna happen.
Still there.
And it's really never through... It's never really through your own doing whatever happens here, whether you win or you get wrecked like I did. It's just circumstance and in some cases track position, but really circumstance. You know, I've been wrecked everywhere in plate races. I've been wrecked at the front, I've been wrecked in the middle, I've been wrecked in the back. There's no way to avoid it. The only way to avoid it is to be completely out of the pack, and you're just going to go laps down if you're out of the pack. But if you have a partner, you know, it works pretty well. The problem is I don't really work with anybody because they tend to get wrecked, and the strategy just goes out the window immediately. And it's really just pointless. It doesn't work, and it doesn't really help to have a partner anyway because the tandem doesn't really work anymore. So you don't really get an advantage just by drafting with just one car. You really have to be in a pack to keep up. Hey, we're over 180. Well, we're actually exactly at 180, not over 180, but same difference. Doesn't really matter at this point.
Heads up would have been nice.
Looks like there was a change for the lead there. I don't know why you would pit it halfway after a caution's come out. I think you'd want to stay on the track during a green flag run as long as possible, but
What was that?
each his own.
Do you have a partner? No, not right now.
Clear?
Going pit?
I'm pit.
Coming in, coming in.
Oh boy, look at this.
Hey, I'm staying out those tracks.
Well, I might actually get a lap back for the moment. I'm going to try and stay out as long as possible if I can get my lap back.
Leaders on pit road.
I don't foresee it happening, but no, well there you go. Cautions are pretty likely to happen during green flag pit stops, I find. Usually people just like jump way too far up the track and they just go ahead and hit people because they're not paying attention. Looks like this one actually happened on pit entry. Somebody tried to check up, I guess, for pit road and they wrecked themselves. Tends to happen a lot at Daytona and Talladega. Well, we get one lap back at least. Maybe we'll get some positions out of that. Hopefully some guys will DNF. And we'll get some more position on track. I don't know why I have to pass the 9 car. Doesn't make any sense.
I'm not gonna hit you, don't worry. Oh yeah, that's okay. Yeah,
He must have a penalty or something.
You're going to be lining up behind the 11.
I'm going to have to wait a little bit here. Since I'm not on the lead lap, I'm going to have to wait a lap to pit. Do I have to pass all these guys? No.
You're going to have to come around at 17.
But I do have to pass a few of them.
You're going to have to come around at 31. Get behind at 11. You're going to have to come around at 3.
What the hell's going on here?
Come around at 2. You're going to have to come around at 24. Alright, you're going to have to come around at 6.
Alright, here we go. I guess we're getting a wave around here.
Got the lucky dog. Let them by on the outside. Line up behind.
Don't know why, but I'm okay with that. Anything that helps us get laps back.
Oh no, never mind. Okay.
So what, we're at the tail end of the lead lap then?
From the looks of it, yeah. Space car actually left.
Oh boy.
That makes no sense.
Let's see if we can catch the lead lap cars here.
Scoring 101.
Going as fast as I can,
Yeah,
guys.
I don't know what's going on either.
We should be in the catbird seat, not bent over.
Then you're just supposed to beat the leader, not the pace car.
Wait.
Well, I'm glad there are no more plate races in the open season after this, because the plate races have just been evil to me this season.
Steven, I'm a little...
Really through no fault of my own, just other people running out of talent, as it so often happens at these races.
I think we'll just get the wave around.
Alright.
Wave around, but if someone
Well, that took about forever and a half, but we're finally caught up to the pack here. I think we're only 2 laps down now. Well, we're still 4 laps down apparently, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, take 4 tires, might as well, and fuel and fix whatever damage we got from that guy who fucking
Alright, so I guess we
drilled us.
Unless you want to run out of gas.
At least he hit a square and not like in a quarter panel, slowing us down even more.
Ryan, it's all good, man. It's an accident.
This kind of pisses me off. I should be the leader.
Alright.
I thought that's
See
the
if
way
we
it
got
works.
any damage
If
here,
the pace
and
car beats
sure
you off
enough
pit
we
road,
do.
Then you're going to be tail in.
No, it's the leader on the
I guess
track.
I unchecked my tires there.
Actually, we beat everybody else off. And that sounds completely terrible. I apologize.
All right.
But
so we'll see you for the restart, I guess.
But you didn't beat the pace car off pit road.
See if we can beat the 14 here.
Well,
I guess
we were
not.
the first ones behind the.
All right, so
and
now
the guys
we will definitely
that
see you
were
for the
already on
restart.
track by
All right, so here we go again at Daytona. Don't know how this is going to work. Looks like there's a bunch of lead lap cars behind us, so I'm going to try to move out of their way as best as I can here on the restart. I'm going to have to wait. Well, actually, it looks like a lot of these guys are going to be on the inside line because they got the wave around. So, I don't quite know what's going to happen here. Looks like there's some guys on the outside. I'm not quite sure what's happening here.
And
We'll figure this out. Hey, maybe I'll actually do a proper restart for once.
Pace car's off, boss man. Be ready. Green flag.
I'm going to try and move out of these guys away as quick as possible by getting to the outside.
Inside. Still inside. Still there. Clear low. Inside, inside, inside. Clear inside.
There they go. There they all go, flying by me.
Split in here, Mark.
And I did not get any laps back in that exchange, unfortunately. And it doesn't really matter at this point. I still would have been at least 3 laps down in the best case scenario, so it doesn't really matter. We're just going to have to hope for more hard wrecks, maybe another big one, to improve our position here based purely on luck. That's really all it's going to come down to.
It doesn't matter to me.
Don't know how many laps down we're going to be by the end of this thing, but I'm going to try to finish as many laps as we can here. We have to finish races. We cannot afford another DNF under any circumstance, even in this situation. Like I've said it already, got to get as many points as possible here.
I still have 3.5 minutes of damage.
Okay, 10-4.
Yeah, this sucks though. 2 bad weeks in a row. Just not good. We're on a pretty good roll there from like Kansas to Sonoma, which we bookended that run with wins. But man, ever since Sonoma, just not going our way. Horrible setup in Kentucky, just could not do anything with that car, and then we get ARCA braked here trying to avoid a wreck. And the car is just no speed left in it with all this damage. It's just not happening. It sucks real bad.
Boy, did you talk on the wrong chat?
Mark, you need to swap a little bit here. Pull it down.
Yep.
I'm gonna be so glad once this is over, because I really just want to be finished with the plate races, because all of the plate races this season have been horrible. I mean, the Daytona 500 crashed on lap 3. The dumbest thing ever. Talladega, the first race, we had that connection failure. We could only finish like 58 laps because one guy decided he was going to run laps by himself, and he gave himself like a 30-lap advantage. And then in the rerun of that race, you know, I'm trying to remember here. Oh, I remember what happened. I was running like 3rd or 4th, and then I made the decision to pit, and the caution came out with like 3 laps to go, and I couldn't make up the position while I was on pit road, so I finished like 22nd, another terrible finish at a plate track, and it looks like we're not going to improve much on that tonight. This absolutely horrendous luck at plate tracks this season.
I don't look as bad as the 31. I don't understand how he's done much faster than me.
Ugh, how did that with that fucking voice? Stay high for these guys once again. I know they're coming.
How many splits again?
And here comes the train. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. I gotta entertain you guys somehow. How'd they get so far ahead of these other guys? I have no clue how they were able to do that. Looks like they're all single file though, so it'll be pretty easy for them to get past me at least. Here comes the train again. Choo choo! Chicka 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 chicka. Choo choo! One guy popped out of line to make it too wide.
I'll back off of you.
Insane racing here at Daytona. They're going too wide. Oh my goodness. These are crazy men out here on the racetrack.
We need to make some changes though. Why don't you let me and Logan out front here? Because we are just getting pulled.
Well, they're doing 43.6s, 43.7s without switching, so I don't
Jesus,
think
we're like
there's a whole lot we can
7
do.
seconds off the pace. That's absolutely horrendous.
Worth a try instead of just watching them go farther.
They already had the advantage from the start.
Absolutely horrendous. I don't think we're going to get any more positions out of this thing, guys. Well, I guess we could. But the wreck's gotta happen within,
Clear.
the wreck's gotta happen by lap 75.
Yeah, we need
Probably earlier, depending on how many tons we get lapped, but it's gotta happen by around lap 70 to 75 for us to have any chance of really improving our position here.
That's a good save, by the way, Mark.
So, what else can I talk about here? Oh, I'm very excited for the 60 FPS update on YouTube. I plan to release all of my videos in 60 FPS when they decide to release that feature for everybody. I tried to upload a 60 FPS video the other day, and sure enough, it came out at 30 FPS, so it's not available to everybody just yet, I assume. Man, you know, 60 FPS is gonna look so much better, and it's gonna look a lot closer to what I see than what you're seeing right now. So that'll be interesting. I mean, the 60 FPS is compared to 30 FPS. It's like a day and night comparison. A day and night difference, I should say. I believe is the phrase. Screw up another phrase there. But yeah, it's like a day and night comparison. It looks so much better at 60 FPS, I'm telling you right now. Wheels shaking a ton here. I didn't realize my force feedback was so high. Probably would be a good idea to turn it down for a track like Daytona, but it doesn't really matter at this point. And we're just riding the high line here. Trying to get what we can out of this. Look at that nice video board, by the way. Oh, you can't really see it through the window net, but I gotta keep you guys entertained somehow. If you're watching, I don't know why you would be watching. You should really just skip to the end, honestly, because this is really... I can't understand how anybody would want to watch me just struggle like this. I really just... When something like this happens, I just record the rest of the race for continuity's sake, but I don't expect anybody to really watch the entire thing all the way through. You know?
Wow, I just had a screen freeze while watching replays here.
Uh-oh. I honestly didn't know Jacob was still on the server, so that startled me for a second.
Basically, I think I've been able to replicate Mark Ross's problem that caused the big wreck on lap 20-something.
One, two, three, 4, 5. Oh, God. That was close. That was a little too close for comfort. I really didn't realize they were even coming till the last second, honestly. I'm not even really paying attention anymore. How many laps left in this shit fest? 16. Well, it's a pretty short race, at least. Shouldn't have any problems making it to the end. We're not fast enough to get caught up in any more wrecks, at least. Unless, of course, we were put in the, like, retardedly unlucky position where we get involved in a crash as the leaders are passing us, or something ridiculously stupid like that would happen. Like, I highly doubt somebody would be that stupid to try and force it 3 wide with a lapper, specifically, anyway. Back to the high side. Got more cars coming. So we just gotta ride around on the high side for a while.
Going high.
What is it, 14 laps to go now? Yep, 14 to go. Probably be 13 to go. I'm sure we'll get lapped at least one more time. Probably twice at the pace we're going, honestly. Super exciting. Daytona single file racing against the wall by yourself.
Well, that's cute.
The really shitty part about this too is I'm gonna lose my A499 rating.
Go right ahead.
Safety rating, that is. I'm definitely going to lose more iRating. And not going to get many points out of this, so it sucks all around on the ratings front. I mean, we'll just have to get at it next week. I mean, what else can you do? What else can you do but try harder next week? Or the next race? Because I don't think I want to run a second chance race. I mean, if it comes to it being a drop week, then it's a drop week. I mean, it happens. It's Daytona. Wrecks happen, and it'll probably happen again if I just join another race, and I'll probably lose even more iRating and safety rating. So I don't think I'm gonna bother. If it turns out being a drop week, then so be it. I know the Daytona 500 is gonna be a drop week. I think Phoenix is probably gonna be a drop week. Texas is probably going to be a drop week, but Kentucky and Las Vegas are kind of both tied for being dropped weeks. Kentucky was my worst points race since Texas. We only earned like 104 points for that race. But unfortunately that's not going to be a drop week because I think we actually had worse points at Bristol, where we finished 21st. So that's going to be a drop week, but probably not this week. Or Kentucky. Well, that's plate racing. It happens. It's part of running a full season. You got to make the best out of bad races. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. We were on a pretty good roll there for like a good 6 weeks or so, but it seems like the luck has turned the other way now, and we came up snake eyes when we rolled the dice, and just struggling. That's racing though. Can't really do anything about getting ARCA braked, trying to avoid a wreck at Daytona. Tell you what though, I would like to see my reaction to that crash. How many laps to go here? It's got to be within 10 to go now. Yep, 8 to go. Probably get lapped one more time before this is over.
Clear, clear, clear.
Hoping for the big one to happen soon so we can get some more positions out of this. It's got to happen like right now to get any more positions out of this race.
Inside, inside. Clear.
Not good though. 2 bad points weeks in a row. Not good. This will probably be better than Kentucky is probably a higher strength of field, so we'll probably get more points for finishing 21st here than 18th there, but still not a good points day, no matter how you look at it. And this is also going to end a streak of about 5 consecutive races, I think, where we finished on the lead lap. I think going from Dover to Kentucky, where we finished on the lead lap in every race. So that's unfortunate too, but you know, we'll keep that finishing streak alive at least. And to start getting prepared early for New Hampshire, I guess. Nothing else I can really do. I have a feeling if I attempt to run another race, the same thing will just happen, so I'd rather just not take the chance. Looks like we're gonna get lapped again here, actually. Like in the next couple of laps, so... how many laps down are we now? Yeah, we're 7 laps down. We're gonna be 8 laps down before this thing is over. So this thing will be over on lap 72 for us, assuming there's no caution. Wait. 73, I think. It'll probably be over for us on lap 73. Yeah, I mean, this isn't the first time I've been put in this situation at Daytona. I remember at the end of my first Daytona 500 in 2012, I think it was, you know, we were actually running pretty well in that race. I was running like top 15, and we were coming up to green flag pit stops. And I got on the brakes hard on the exit of turn 4 to get to pit road. And the brake bias was too low, and I self-spun entering pit road and actually hit the inside wall right here to the left of us, and damaged the car, and I could only limp around at 170 miles an hour just like this. And I think we still got 18th out of that, though. That's my best Daytona 500 finish to date, as sad as that sounds, but it's also the only Daytona 500 I've finished up to this point in my iRacing career. So that's really pathetic. Usually this weekend goes a lot better for me. Like I mentioned, last year I finished 7th in the NASCAR iRacing Series race. I won my first nationwide race here at Daytona 2 years ago during the summer race, but you know, you never really know how it's going to go down here at Daytona. It's really not up to you. Again, it's just circumstances. Circumstances put you in that situation, and you have to make the best of it. Now, it looks like we're going to finish 21st here, unfortunately. It looks like we will only complete 72 laps, not 73. Let's try to move out of these guys' way for the finish here. We have nothing to gain. Definitely don't want to be in that log jam. I believe we'll be coming to the white. And there we are. White flag at Daytona. Haven't seen that flag here in over a year. That's not counting the 2.4 hours of Daytona, though. Man, it sucks to finish outside the top 20 for you guys, but it happens. Nothing you can really do. Just gotta make the best of it. Oh, there we go.
Hard for 13th of my life. I was happy settling for 14th.
Oh God.
In front of you, he's on the bottom. He's on the bottom.
Yeah, I don't know what this phone is.
I wish that would have happened about 6 or 7 laps ago.
I was going to pass you. I was like, well, it does. Did you just give it?
Oh well. Well, I guess we'll pack her up and head to New Hampshire. That's all we can really do here.
I'm still racing. I haven't taken the checker yet.
Here we go, checkered flag. That sucks, but
Yep, no problem.
it happens.
Come on, guys. We got to do a little bit better than that.
'21st, definitely not the result we needed here this week at Daytona. But we did finish in our car number position, so that's That's interesting, I guess. Not really. But, yeah, I mean... just hard luck, you know. I don't know what I could have done different there. But at least we made it to the checkered flag at one of these races at Daytona for once. Alright, well, I guess we'll go ahead and take a look at this replay. Because I really want to see who the genius was that...
Everybody, you're all good job out there, bud.
That, destroyed us. Man, look how badly this thing is torn up. That's pretty bad. Oh, let's get a closer shot of the damage here. Actually, not that bad on the right side. Well, in the door area anyway, but you can definitely tell there's some quarter panel damage there. Look at this huge bump. Let's see if we can turn the camera around here. Actually, I don't want to use this camera. I'll use that camera. Okay. The sides are fine. It's the front end and the rear end, and I was kind of worried about the engine damage there, but it doesn't seem to be too bad. It was good enough to finish the race at least. It stayed cool the entire time. I'm taking my steering wheel off my desk here. That's what you're hearing in the background. Let's see what that genius was that destroyed our car. Yeah, we're going through pretty much the entire race here up to that point. Okay, so it was lap 23. So why don't we go back here and then see what we got here? Yeah. Yeah, look at these two idiots. Look at these two dumb fucks. One guy's pushing another guy and he doesn't check up at all. I mean, what the fuck? That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Again, like I said, it's just guys that don't care because, you know, I don't recognize their names and they don't care about points. They treat it like every other race. Like, they treat it like it's an A fixed race or a C fixed race. It doesn't matter to them. They're just fucking around. The 20 needs to back off here. This is why you don't tandem anymore. This is because it just causes unnecessary accidents like this. See, the 20 is pushing the 13, and I don't really think it's the 13's fault, but well, I guess they both contributed to it. You can see he's trying to check up here, but he has no choice because the 20 is pushing him, and then the 13 has no choice but to barrel into me here. And then I run into poor Jacob and door him pretty hard. And then you get hit by the 20 again, and this looks like some netcode awareness there. He drove right through me, like I wasn't even there. And it's just stupid. Again, two guys I don't recognize because they're plate track heroes. Just running through you. That's racing, I guess. Unfortunate, but I'm looking forward to New Hampshire. I think that's a pretty good track for me, and as long as we can stay out of trouble there, I think we can maybe get a better result there than we did here. So I guess we'll see you next week, guys. Alright, take care, guys. Bye.